So I just recorded a whole video and it got erased. So it's my fault. I screwed up. But this video is about OCD and ADD. So if you guys don't know what it is, go look it up. You can pause the video and then come back. And so I'm sorry for the bad lighting, by the way. And the video is probably shaking because I'm on a bed and I'm moving. But I could have the overhead light on, but I don't want to because it feels like a spotlight, and I don't like that. So I hope you guys have ODD. ODD. Yeah, I'm really ODD. How many of you guys have OCD? Raise of hands. Okay, how many of you guys have ADD? Raise of hands. I know a lot of you guys do, probably. How many of you guys have both? I have both. And if you know the symptoms, you know there's several things that are total opposites. So with ADD, it's attention deficit disorder, and OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. So since I have both, there's areas of my space that I live in that's just a hot mess, just junk everywhere, and then I have other spaces which are like freaking Tetris, organized, you know. And I was talking to my boyfriend Mikey the other day, and I'm like, I'm lining this stuff up, but it's not going away. It's not disappearing. Yeah, I was organizing, and I enjoy organizing, but then I can be lazy and not enjoy it so much. And there's times like when I go out to shops, I'll face, which if you don't know what that is, that's where you turn the object where the label faces outward so you can see the name of the label so people know what they're, going for, and where you put up the tags, and where you move items to the front and check for out-of-date stuff and pull those off. Well, I don't do the whole thing because I'm not getting paid to do it, but I'm like, I move the merchandise up to the front and I face it outward where you can see the label. And like the other day I was doing this just because stuff was so jumbled up. I'm like, I'm just going to fix this real quick. And this person picks up a can, looks at it, and then puts it back on the shelf backwards. I'm like, really? Really? You're just going to pick that up and put that back down backwards? Really? It's like, what is wrong with you people? Like the people who leave frozen goods and like the freaking aisle of like detergent or something. It's like, that has to be in a freezer. What's wrong with you? They don't care if they don't have to pay for it, which pisses me off, but that's another video. Anyway, this one is like, so because I have both, like sometimes I really want to organize and sometimes I just want to be a mess. And people think, oh, OCD, that means you take showers every day. No, I do not take a shower every day. You shouldn't take a shower multiple times a day. You don't have to take a shower every day. I mean, you can. Depends on how stinky your job is, how nasty you smell, how bad you get. Like if you sweat a lot or something like that. I don't. So for the most part, I don't. I don't take a shower every day. I don't have to. But I use enough sanitizer, probably within a month, I probably use like a gallon of hand sanitizer. I use it on my hands every single day, multiple times a day. Because I used to have to wash my hands, and your hands get dry and cracked, and that was back in the day before hand sanitizer. But now we have hand sanitizer, so it's all good, right? Oh, did I introduce myself? I'm Mel, by the way. You guys can call me Mel. Yeah. Anyway, so around my space, I have stuff that's totally organized and the stuff that's totally a mess. I'll go to other people's house, whatever, I'll organize, if they let me. But I don't, it's like I don't organize my own space. I'm lazy when I can be, but if there's work to be done, then I'll do work. If I have to do some work, then I'll do work. But I'm lazy when I can afford to be lazy, you know. And so with my OCD, and people are different. Me, I like the mud. I don't mind mud. You know, some people with OCD don't like the mud. Me, it's human germs. I don't want human germs. I don't like human germs. Humans are dirty. I don't mind cats. I don't mind dogs. You know, whatever. Fish. I don't. You know, rooster. I don't really care. I don't. It doesn't bother me. You know, this is like, you know, I'll go out, put my feet in the mud and whatever. I don't care. But you shake hands with me, I'm going to freaking clean my hand within like a few seconds. And as you're shaking my hand, I'm going to be thinking, ew, 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 you know. When can I clean my hand? What time can I clean my hand that's not going to be rude to that person, you know. Touching doorknobs, all that, it's like, ew, you know. And it's not just other people's germs. I don't like getting other people's germs, but I also feel like I don't want to give other people my germs. So, yeah. So I don't like people cleaning up after me really or anything like that. I don't like people in my space messing around my stuff. It gives me anxiety. So, yeah, I also have general anxiety disorder. Yay! But if you guys have ADD and OCD, let me know how it is for you guys. For me, my head's always go, 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 go. Like my brain is like a car racing track, but with items and words and pictures, and it's just like always running, always going. When I sleep, I constantly dream from where I'm half asleep. Half asleep to half awake. I just constantly dream 4 or more dreams a night, and I remember them, at least parts of them. And it gets tiring, but I'd rather dream than not dream at all, you know, so, yeah. I'm in my PJs, by the way, yeah. And it's nighttime, so that's why it's so dark. But people, I think I confuse people because I have OCD and ADD, and it's like, I can be like organized, or I can be like mess. I can focus, or I can be all over the place. My mind likes to wander a lot. You know, it's like I could be sitting there talking to someone and have to really focus on what they're saying to actually keep myself from just zoning off somewhere. And it's like, when I talk to someone, I talk a lot. And sometimes my boyfriend's like, honey, you need to stop. You're driving me crazy. And so I talk a lot. I have to catch myself. Sorry, I'm being like all those other YouTubers saying, It's annoying. Sorry. Well, you know, all the amateur YouTubers. Of course, you know, the professionals. They got it down, you know, because they're professionals. My sister, she gets sucked into stuff. She'll be watching the telly, and she'll just get sucked into it, like really sucked into it. She's like really watching it really hard, and she's always done that ever since she was little. And I'll be like, sis, shell, like 20 times, and then she finally is like, what is it? What? Me, I'm not like that. I have to be doing more than one thing, or I get bored. So I usually multitask. I have to be like, usually I have like YouTube videos playing in the background. Here lately I've been really focused on Game Grumps and Jacksepticeye. So I'll be watching those, and I don't realize someone's talking to me until they're done. And I'm like, what? What'd you say? Like my poor mom was talking to me today, and I'm just like, what? I'm sorry. You know, I don't mean to be that way. It just happens when I'm watching, them. But they are my favorite YouTubers, so that's probably why. Definitely, I really enjoy Jacksepticeye. I really do, and he's a very sweet, down to earth person. I mean, from what I can tell. Of course, I don't know him in person. So, my boyfriend also looks kind of like him. So, even though my boyfriend doesn't like him. I'm like, hey honey, you want to dye your hair green a little bit? It's like, yeah. I mean, they're both Irish. They both have Irish in them, even though Jack, aka Sean, is like straight up Irish, and Mikey is only, you know, has some Irish heritage in him, you know. But there's nothing wrong with being Irish, that's for sure. But yeah, so sometimes it's like I can be focused, sometimes I just go all over the place. Like when I'm reading, which I don't do much, but when I do read, I focus on the reading. Like I'm reading Dracula right now, so Bram Stoker's Dracula. So I'm like reading that and I can focus on that, but I don't read that often, so yeah. If you guys have ADD and OCD, let me know how it is in the comments below for you. What problems you have to deal with, and is your space a mess and like organized in some places like a freaking jackrabbit tornado? Let me know. If you get focused and then zone out, and then focus and then zone out, or if you're all over the place, if you have to work hard to focus, or, you know, or your OCD takes over, or what, you know. I guess it's like two different parts of your brain. It's just whatever cues in, you know, like multiple personalities. It's like whichever personality wants to be there at the moment. So it's like whatever disorder wants to be there at the moment. Unless my anxiety is there, my general anxiety disorder, unless it comes up, then I just feel like I'm a cat that wants to run and hide for my life. So, cats, that would be another video, since I am very relatable to cats. I basically grew up in a cat shelter, so. Well, hugs, pugs, and kitty cat mugs has been another episode of me. I hope you guys enjoy. If not, then too bad. See ya. Peace. And now I have to awkwardly hit the pause, the stop button while I'm looking at you. So, you know, enjoy.